Hi, welcome back to Cheyenne, Wyoming Urban Gardener. This is Debbie, and I've harvested a few more of my carrots. Well, a little bit more than a few, and they are getting enormous. We still have some left out there, and we still have some of the red giants. These are the Parisian ox hearts, which are supposed to be giant Parisian ox heart carrots. So like the ox heart tomatoes, and look how big these guys are. I noticed that the channel Simply Living Alaska looks like that she grew some of these and they got a lot larger. And I'm not sure if it's because of the compost that she uses or the temperatures or what, but we're going to try next season to start these carrots a lot sooner, because I noticed that when you plant these, even when it's really cool weather, they come up, they germinate, they grow. So I'm going to go ahead and start these a lot sooner in the ground, because they will handle a frost, even a snow on them with their tops and everything. So I will start them a lot sooner. But a lot of these are really nice big carrots. They could have gotten a lot larger, and that's simply because they should have been left out a whole lot longer, or started a lot sooner, more likely started a lot sooner, because we're getting to the point now that we're starting to get not really freezes, but we are starting to get some frost, and we could potentially get a freeze soon. We've had some temperatures that's gotten pretty low. Last night they were down to 32. So that was some frost that was out there, but it still didn't hurt the tomatoes and things that are out there, which is surprising enough. But again, I have those up on some stands and also on trays, so that may be what helped them a little bit. But these tops and those carrots are absolutely gorgeous. Now, you see some trays sitting here from my dehydrator, and what we're getting ready to do on these is we're getting ready to dice up some of these peppers. They're getting to the point that they could get soft in the fridge. These are the peppers from our garden. So we've got 3 bags, 2 bags are left. Third bag is already in the freezer. We have sliced it up, put it into the freezer. So we're going to try 2 methods, freezer and dehydrator. I've tried those methods in the past. I'm not really too much of a fan of either one of those methods. I would love to have a freeze dryer, but unfortunately at this point we just cannot invest into a freeze dryer, which would help out a whole lot with certain types of vegetables that we could freeze dry that have trouble being in a freezer or dehydrating. If you're hearing a machine in the background, you will be correct, and I'll show you what we're doing. Also, I'm doing so many things in the kitchen right now with all of our garden goodies. And if you can see down in there, this is the machine that you're hearing. This is one of our bread machines. This is the Sunbeam bread machine. So this one has more of an elongated, I think it's a 1.5 pound loaf. And then we have the official bread machine over here, the original bread machine from Well Built. And we're doing another loaf over here, which will be more rounded, lot bigger slices on this particular loaf. So we've got both of these running right now. Then also I have my crock pot running, because I have ribs in there for supper. Look at that, just cooking away. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the temperature on those to low, because they are pretty much cooked. They are just going to have to finish out for the rest of the day while we wait for dinner. And again, there's our carrots. And then over here in our other crock pot, which is more of the auto crock pot, it's an Aroma brand. It's also a rice cooker and a whole bunch of other things. It's by the same company that I think that does Instant Pot or Instapot. And I have an Instapot. I haven't used it very often. I have a tendency to like slow cookers more. And in here, we have some cabbage. This is 2 of the cabbages that we harvested. We still have 6 in the fridge. And then we have a whole bunch more out in the garden to harvest a little bit later. But in here, we're just doing some boiled cabbage with some salt, pepper, onion powder, and a few flakes of some red chili flakes, just to give it a little extra oomph. And that's cooking away. It's actually done as well. So I'll probably just go ahead and cut this one down on keep warm. So that's what all is going on in our kitchen today. We're just using a whole lot of different garden goodies enjoying that. And also this morning we had some sliced tomatoes. This is the remnants of the tomatoes that we had. We had a Kellogg's breakfast tomato that had turned nice and yellow. And then we had one of our giant ox hearts. And everybody loved them. We had my partner's daughter, my stepdaughter, come over. And she had some of the tomatoes. And we all sat down and enjoyed some of the tomatoes from the garden. And she said they were so, so, so delicious. So again, looking back at these nice, beautiful, big carrots, I'm going to get those topped, get them in the fridge to use for a later date. And we're just going to keep on cooking all kinds of goodies here in the kitchen from the garden. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for notices on new videos as they are released. And we will see you in the next one.